Okay. Ah! Stupid. Don't know what happened, guys. Sorry. Oh well. That's what you get for being live and having to carry everything to the garage and back inside because it's freezing cold out here. Wow. Wow. Okay. Glad I can spell so well. There we go. Alright. I made it. Hi, people. So, quite a few of you out there. Pretty cool. How many of you got stuck over here in Justin TV chat for a little while? Not too many of you. I need to redo my thing there so I can get a little bit better. So the first thing I'm going to do is move a few things around because it's a giant mess out here. And I'm going to light this heater because it's sleeting, freezing rain outside. So it's a bit colder than I would have liked. But that's okay. I have a mess since last time. And I gotta move some of this stuff around. Kerosene's expensive, especially the good stuff. This thing burned through almost a whole tank of kerosene last time. And I didn't even have it lit the whole time. There's quite a bit in there still, really. I'm gonna fill it up anyway. Stinky kerosene. Whoop whoop! Is everybody getting my video feed nice and clear? Somewhat good quality. My sound loud enough? It's about all the way up, to be honest with you. Oh, that's bad. Yes, yes, yes. Alrighty then. So I can't make a mess. Oh, why is it dripping? Stop dripping. Fill it up. Oh yeah. That's full. Kerosene. Yummy stuff. SCG. You guys are talking all sorts of stuff. Nice to see you all here. Pretty cool. I gotta do like usual and get myself prepared. I'm trying to light this thing. Actually, this thing lights itself pretty well. It's a pretty cool deal. My grandma's She doesn't use it. She got a backup generator installed. So I will use it. I have no problem with that. Yeah, first thing I'm going to do is try to replace this one chip on my Rustic 7.0. If that successfully works, I'll be trying to hook up the gas gun first and do a few tests with it, and then after that I can play around with the generator. But those are my somewhat goals for right this moment, and we'll see where it goes from there. Already feel the heat. Da 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 da. Oh man, I got some earplugs this time, and I'll be wearing them when I do my few tests that hopefully do not explode on me, because it was really loud last time. I better wear these yellow ones actually. So I'm playing with the UV from the gas gun and the arc. These yellow ones will cut down on the UV. Won't hurt my eyes as bad. Hopefully nothing explodes, but I'm sure it will. Alright. It's a mess out here. I'm telling you. It's a mess. How's the video feed, Hexar? Good quality? Same as last time? Gotta have those explosions. Yeah, what fun is it if everything doesn't explode in my face? Fantastic. See what the temperature is out here before we heat it up. Oh, it's about the same as last time, even though it was supposed to be really cold today. It's let's see, 43. See how warm we can get it with our heater. Whoa. So Tony, me and you gonna get together and have a chat sometime? Kind of be interesting to share a few thoughts and ideas with each other. I know you've been in this a lot longer than I have, and I respect that. And I don't know, might come some good stuff. Might not help us both at all. I don't know, but I think it'd be cool. Here comes the rain. Oscilloscope. I have to plug that into here. I'm gonna need it. Alright, still got some cleaning to do, but I'm gonna try to solder this up and see if we can't get it to work first. Let's see how this works out for you. There we go. I need to pull up the chat. My wife is in the other chat room, which is fine. You're missing all the chat in the other room, honey. Oh well. You're probably on the Wi-Fi too, aren't you? I'm surprised it's working. Oh well. Is that in focus, or is it just like totally whacked out? We're gonna find out. Autofocus. Okay. Oops. Hope they didn't kill my camera. Ah, there we go. Okay. Da da da. Alright. Okay, I'm going to see. This is my new one. I'm going to try to solder this. I didn't put the thingamajiggers on these. The easy pull adapters for the IC chips, so I have to unsolder this one. Which is fine. I just didn't have them with me at the time I was soldering all this stuff up. I went in and did it anyway, and I shouldn't have. But whatever. There it goes. Yeah, if this doesn't fix it, then I don't know what to tell you. But I'm pretty sure that was my problem. I gotta get my seat out. What am I? That's nice. That one came out just fine. So how about all them freaking tornadoes, man? Crazy. Come on. Get through there. It's probably really loud for you guys. There we go. I'm trying to clear out all my holes. I don't have any desoldering stuff out here with me. That's fine. I gotta open up my other, I gotta open up the chat on this computer, because I'm lost about this. Chat's over there on my other computer. The solder sucker. Yeah, I don't like those solder suckers, to be honest. Sometimes they work okay, sometimes they're just useless. The soldering wick seems to work okay. There we go. What? Alright. Hello. Alright. Now I can see the chat a little bit better. Okay, I'll pull this other chip out of here. If I can find it. There we go. These things bend really easy on these chips. Goodness. These are extra bendy. It's kind of funny, when I printed this circuit board out, somehow it actually printed out in a slightly smaller dimension than it was supposed to be. So everything's a little compressed, which makes my IC chips really difficult to get in here. Not really sure how that happened, to be honest, but it happened quite well. I was going to try to do this week. I did not have time. Come on, you little 8-legged monster, get in there. So, I know Hexar's up all night. Who else is staying with me? I really don't know how long I'll be out here today. Could be out here a long time, or I might not. I really don't know. Come on. Get in there. There we go. Hours or so. Alright. I like the countdown timer. That works out really well, except for when I'm late. Good job, buddy. Good job. Oh yeah, totally clueless. You're not gonna fall asleep in your chair though, are you? I really like this little portable soldering iron. Quick jobs like this, heats up real fast. Alright. Get my oscilloscope hooked up, make sure this thing actually works. See you, bro. Have a good night. I really like this test cannon. I didn't get a chance to even order plastic this week. I should have. Well, I wouldn't have had time to make the pistons for it either, so it doesn't really matter. But for now, and the tester works really well for expansion, but again, I'm not compressing the gas, and I'm not doing anything under pressure, so I don't know how I don't know how much that affects the whole situation. It definitely might. Sorry, I'm chatting over in the other chat room, which I shouldn't be. My wife's over there. I really don't know how she can get into the other chat while she's watching this on her phone. Probably not. Anyway, I can't watch all the chat rooms at once. You're on your own, honey. Good luck. I have to drag windows around just to get the things to show up. I might be able to get this one to show up. Up all night. Oh boy. Yeah. Hit that other chat room up, Tony. Can't catch up on the other one. Oh. Alright. I am totally going to kill everything here. I won't be able to see anybody. PC scope, where are you? Power supply, where are you? Nothing's plugged in. It will be. There we go. And everything comes to life. Maybe. I brought so much stuff around here, I don't know what's what anymore. There's one. Alright. Really don't know what happened last time, but something definitely blew that thing up. There we go. Up all night exercise. Slow down, puppy, slow down. There we go. Oh, I'm cycling at exactly 60 hits. When not touching anything. That's fantastic. Alright, best way I'm going to be able to do this, I think. I don't even really need that, I just need a power supply. How about these batteries which are falling apart? That'll work. I've like used up every bit of my jumpers from the crazy madness going on over here. Oh, this worked. Really need something to connect this to. Crap. I'll use this solenoid. Let's see if I got one more. I do. This'll work. I might not even need the scope. I got it anyway. Yeah, the main reason for the other chat instead of the Justin TV, the main reason is we can log it and then it can be viewed later. Most of the times I have to go back and review some stuff because people post links and stuff, and at that point in time I don't ever get to really see them, so I have to wait. So this way I can review it, anyone else can review it, and we should be able to download the recorded footage and post it on here forever, which would be the ideal thing to do. And we can do that. Alright. Still so confused. I had this thing hooked up backwards last time. Let me just go grab something. Oh, I have 2 private messages. There it is. I don't have anything marked on my generator. It's kind of a bad deal on my part, so I'm pulling up the schematic and making sure I get it right. Last time I had a small issue. But no problem. Uh-oh, I think I changed the wrong chip. Crap. Well, that was ingenious of me. But I did. Oh well. We'll do it again. So that means this one's still good. That's fantastic. Alright. That's okay. That's okay. It's all good. I'll just change it again. That's funny. Utah. I'm not from Utah. Alright. 12 volt. Imagine that. I will jump over here and grab this voltage. I think I'm going to be moving this heater to me a little bit. It's cold. Alright. So I'm pretty sure I just replaced the wrong TLP 250. Oh yeah, I sure did. Well, okay. I'll replace the right one this time. And maybe we can figure out if this thing works. That's awesome. My wife is out. You actually gonna go to bed? Probably not. You should. Get some sleep. I can't believe I did that. I will look at that. I will look at that. There's like one email I haven't replied to. I replied to everyone except for that one. That might be yours, I think. But I'll have to double check that. Caffeine. Alright, well, this time I'm going to pull the right chip here, and as you can tell, I'm wide awake and ready to go. Replacing the wrong chips. It's awesome. I thought channel 2 was on the outside, but it's not. Oh yeah. I like it when this thing's hot. Can't believe I did that. Actually, I can. There we go. This one's going to be a lot more difficult to try to get in, though. That's the loud noises again. See, I have a desolder sucker right here. You just gotta make sure and check the circuit's not covered in solder when you're done. Good times. Yeah. Jackeray. My wife, she said the same thing, but I told her I have to go help save the world with all you folks. Man, I've made this really easy for myself to change these out, let me tell you. Later when I get my earplugs in, if I'm yelling at you all, you just have to let me know. I probably won't even be able to tell, because this microphone's right on top of me, so as some of you know. Oh yeah. There we go. Alright, I got it in. That's maybe bent. Oh man, I bent that one. Come on. I'll break one of these off and be mad. These particular pins on this chip are super fragile. That's why I say always put in those little easy install IC adapters. And I didn't listen to myself, and now I'm paying for it. Oh well. I am paying for it. Come on. Okay, I got it. Alright. Okay, I didn't break that one. Okay. Now let's try it. Not sure if that one worked. I placed the wrong one. Wow. You really need to wake up. Alright, so this is supposed to be alternating. And last time I did this, it had some major problems. I think I hooked it up totally whacked out, because I didn't label anything on my own part. That was dumb. And this should work. Okay, it's working. Perfect. Okay, now I can continue on the gas gun portion of this experiment, and that should be quite entertaining. Yay! Now I just got to order another one of those chips and put it in my other box, and I'll be good to go. I do like the resting frequency generator. It's basically standard circuit with some modifications. Really, it's identical. The only real difference is this particular version, the 7.0 version, is actually designed for U235. What are you asking, Tony? The particular chip that I'm using is an opto-isolator / driver. It's this one right here. TLP250. But again, I'm just using it as a driver to drive MOSFET. That's all it's for. That's all I'm using it for. That's all it's used for anyway. Probably could have found a better, easier chip to get a hold of, but that's what we're using. And you could probably find any other driver chip, a generic one, and use it, but Anyway, the Rustic 7.0 is actually designed for the gas gun. If you look at the estate pictures, you'll find some that has the hydrogen fracturing process. And that particular box is supposed to be hooked up to the gas gun. And that particular box does some very interesting things with signals. And this box allows me to invert signals and all sorts of stuff. You know, I didn't even grab my camera. It's still in the house. I'll do that and grab a drink, but I'm going to clean up just a little bit first. And then we'll go do that. Oh boy. Alright, yeah. It's time to move some things. Get the cell set up as well. This thing is heavy. I was telling my dad, he was asking me some questions about the EPG. He asked me how heavy it was, and I told him, I said it's about as heavy as a battery, so it better put out as many volts and amps as a freaking battery, a car battery, and I'll be happy. My dad will give me 600-700 cranking amps, but you know, it's fine. I'll be happy with some high voltage, low amperage too. I'm okay with that. Put this over here. Here we go with the gen set again. Break my back. We better turn the camera in case my back snaps. Oh, you can see me fall. I took the gas tank off, so that should make it about a pound lighter, because it was empty. I just have to haul this thing back up here later. That sucks. You know, I never rebuilt that either. I didn't get a whole lot done this week. You'd think I'd have all this time, yeah? With 2 kids and a wife, and a house, and a job. I should be able to get all this done in no time. No, that's not too bad. Not too bad. Alright. I'm going to hook up Pulsefire slightly different today. I'm actually going to... oh, I'm even on Skype. I need to turn to that Skype on my phone. Skype's on this computer. Which is kind of a bad thing. My wife was probably on my Wi-Fi. My Skype's on, my other's on, my 2 chats, my phone's on. What? Yeah, it can. You get some. Who is you get some? Microphone, indeed. Needy? What? Oh. Oh, I know who that is, I think. Anyway. I'm gonna turn my Skype on my phone, but my Wi-Fi off, so I don't kill it. I have unlimited data on this, so I use, anytime anyone sees me on Skype, if I'm on and nobody responds, it's because it's on a random computer on accident, or just throw my phone on the ground. That's nice. Or just something else. Jeffrey Tucker wants to be my friend on Skybook. Hi, I'm interested in your experiments with Stanley Myers EPG. I've been following your progress with it. Can't wait to hear how it goes. Sure. Now you can spend the next 3 weeks attempting to find a good time to get a hold of me. Good luck. Alright, I'll put the split cell up here. I'm going to be... I rebuilt the bubbler. And Yeah, buddy. So I've rebuilt the bubbler and I made the tubes a little bit taller so I could add a little bit more water so that if this thing blows up again, which it probably will, hopefully it won't do some random things. Last time, I don't know if I built up too much pressure in my cell or what, but this thing blew up, man. It did not like me last time. I really don't know what happened still yet, but the highlight on that video on the JTV is kind of entertaining. And that was a good capture, but my good camera didn't get it hardly at all. No, Tony, I don't have a Google Talk. Ooh, I did not see those yet, Tony. I will have to go look them up. You found all the newsletters? Like, I know there was only like 4 or 5 of them. You found 1 through what? I'll have to repost them as well with all the documents I got also. No, I did not see those. Good find. All sorts of people out there trying to do some good stuff as far as share information that they have. Where'd you find them at? Bye. I will check into that and double check. I know I believe I replied to you once before. I think you asked me about it. So I'll double check. Alright, one thing I want to do is I had a gauge that was hooked up to a T. I'm going to hook it back up so that I can watch this pressure. I really don't know what happened last time. But I had both of these capped off going into the same system, so it very likely could have built up too much pressure. I doubt it. It's possible. Ah. That's a mess, man. Freaking mess over here. I need this in there. Perfect. This thing's like really full, and last time it didn't bubble out everywhere, but I'm almost afraid it might. But I don't want any more hydrogen in the other chambers as possible. Get a good view in case the sucker blows up again. Who's leaving? Bye. Oh, see you. Carrington. Thank you, buddy. One piece of hope. Let's cut another one. More and more and more information, Tony, released every day about Stan's stuff. Oh, I got a question for you, Tony. Are you still in contact with Melissa on Facebook or something? Because she just like randomly quit talking to me altogether. I was just curious if she's still around and if she's still talking to anyone. Okay. Ooh, I hear it raining out. It wasn't raining when I was walking into the house and back and forth, but it was I think I put a little bit too much in here. That's bad. I guess I can tilt it and get it out of there. Or I could siphon it. I'll just do that. It's clean water. Good enough. I like this bubbler. I've had to rebuild the inner tubes a couple of times since the I get water in there. I don't want that. I had to rebuild the inner tubes a couple of times since the explosions will crush those tubes, but they won't fracture them. But they have crushed them. Matter of fact, I think I got them out here. I'll show you. I do have them out here. I showed you guys on the video a while back the first ones I rebuilt. But I'll show you these as well. I don't even know if it's going to focus. That's the outside tube, and there's the inside tube. But hasn't broken. It's that shielding for the lights. Oh, now what are we talking about? Oh, you guys are distracting me. It's a bad deal. So I'm going to use my really, really good flashback on this side. So that my gas gun doesn't explode. I've only got one check valve, and I believe I'm going to put it in between the exit of the gas gun. Well, if I do that, see, the only problem with doing that is the pressure that my little thing puts out, I'm running through here, is really low. And it's not really the best option. I'll do it anyway. Alright. Cause see, my pump kept shutting off last time, and that's what happened. Pump shut off. Hydrogen got back into my gas gun, and kapowie. So let's try this. It's alright. Cool. Because this is not a low PSI check valve. I should just rewire this thing. I think one of these switches has a bad thing, and it doesn't like it. I still gotta go get my camera. So I got my good flashback, my real one that's purchased on here this time. And it's after the gas gun this time. I still need that fitting for my thing. There's part of it. I got some weird looking teeth. It's got a fitting on it, and I took it apart and used it for something. No, I can't find it. Talk, talk, talk. All you talking over there. I don't have time to pay attention. Oh, I used it on this. It's okay. I'll take it back off. It almost looked like last time that this thing exploded, that the force of the water forcing down actually made the bottom explode, unless it actually went all the way through there. Turn this on for a second just to make sure it runs. I'm hoping to get smaller bubbles out of here too, because I redid the bubbler a little bit. Yeah, a little bit smaller. On the bubbler, I brought the tube almost all the way down flush with the bottom, so they had to be forced around. It seems like it works pretty good. And then this pressure gauge, I'm just gonna put it in line and be done with it. Just put it right here. one thing I don't really have done is the extraction circuit. I mean, to the specifications of which I think it should be. But if I supply a positive potential to the one portion of it, I think it'll be alright. Alright. One, two, three. I'm counting PSI. 4. The top should come off at like 8. So actually, it couldn't have built up too much PSI, or that top would have popped. That's why I did that. 5, 6, 7. Oh! There it went. Alright, so 8, 7, and 8 PSI. I'm all wet. Oh man. Now I have to do a lot of cleanup. That's awesome. Well, that's what I get for learning my lesson. Let's pull it back up. My table's covered, my laptop's got some on it, my heater got fizzled. So now we know we're dealing with less than 6 psi, and that was definitely not the cause of my explosion last time. That means my big giant flashback bubbles in my bubbler did not work. I only have one towel out here. Freaking cotton. Last time, cotton did not soak up anything. Just merely smeared it everywhere. Which is exactly what this is doing. Why is that? Why does this shirt just not soak up anything? It's almost like it's got a protective layer on it or something. It's ridiculous. Well, a little water never hurt anyone. Just a shock hazard. Not too concerned about that. Although I'm using high voltage. Might want to be a little bit concerned. Oh, I did want to wipe this table down for quite some time now, so gives me some excuses. Didn't necessarily want to wipe all of this down. Okay. Good enough. Let's hook up the 7.0 rustic here and high voltage. See if this lasts again. I really don't know if that opto was bad. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. I know I tested this thing. Somehow I burned up that opto isolator. I'm kind of curious if it was this high voltage supply. Although it wasn't directly connected, it was through a opto isolator. I mean through a this thing right here. Relay. Solid state relay. So the extraction circuit is extremely important in my opinion. So I'm going to apply a positive potential on there because I'm going to be making the positive ions, which is going to release the negative ones to my extractor. My variac. As you can tell, I'm super awake and like totally thrilled about everything right this moment. I'm like dead to the world. My energy level has been really low lately because that's life. Alright. Just been worn out. Freaking tornadoes. That's been part of the madness. Spark plug adapter. I think I unbolted it. I was using it for the generator. I wasn't actually using it. I was just fitting it and see if it was going to work. I got this other adapter. I think I'm going to go ahead and hook this other flashback arrestor up to the gas gun just to have it, since I have it. Oh, you know what though? It's really, I need to put it down there. No, that'll work. It'll stop flashbacks coming into the system. Oh well. A lot of stuff going on here. Usually I'm a lot more talkative, but I'm going to concentrate on what I'm doing this time. Normally I'm just kind of whatever. Well, I guess I need this to go here. Okay, I have one jumper left. Surprising. Good chat. Let's see how many people I got. Oh, 34. I better get to work so you guys get to see some stuff blow up while you're all still here. My wife bought me some Doritos, so I'm going to be munching on those here in a little bit, and you're going to hear me crunch. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Alright. Oh, good, my wire fell off. That's what I needed. Really? Too big of a screwdriver. There we go. This is a solid state relay, and it should allow me to bring this high frequency power supply up to pretty high frequencies, but the problem is it's still just chopping the AC signal, so it will be on or off when I want it to, but it may not be constantly putting out the same voltage. So that's my dilemma. See, I need 12 volts for this. That's what I got right here. Alright. So I definitely hooked this up wrong last time, and I just realized that a little bit ago. So I'll hook it up the correct way this time, and hopefully we won't blow some stuff up right away. Let's see. Purple, positive. Red's positive. So they go here. Set up, set up, set up. It's all got to be connected before I can light some stuff on fire. Alright, so it looks like I'm missing a power adapter, and pulse fire is not connected yet. I need to set it up real quick. Hook it to the laptop so I can program change it. I wanna fire this quicker than what it was before. Last time I had a pretty long delay between the solenoids being opened and the firing being happening, and I would like that to be faster because this gas only has a half-life of X amount of time, and so I want to make sure I'm within the time limit. That's what I'm doing. yeah, it's still running from last week. I haven't restarted this computer in a week. This laptop. This is an old school junker. And it was free. Yeah, that's great. Let's unplug it. There we go. Connect. Oh, really? Darn. Yes. Connect, Mr. Pulsefire. What else do I have to plug in here? I got power to everything. Except for that box. That looks like this wire. To ground. I do have an extreme amount of jumpers going on over here. Pulsefire 1.0, baby. Well, yum. Thank you, buddy, for getting that thing going. Alright. Oh, my power supply. I'm gonna run into the house and get a few things. Go use the restroom. I gotta get a power adapter. And grab my Doritos and something to drink. Let's see. Oh, don't blow up. Oh, it would be helpful if I actually hooked that portion up, wouldn't it? Soldering again. Pulled the wires off of my relay here. I mean my high voltage coil. Can you guys hear me okay? Because I'm speaking very quiet. It's break time, guys. You can go take a break. Well, I'm gonna might light this real quick first, just to make sure it works. But yeah, can you guys hear me pretty good? Okay, because I have it turned up louder than I did last time, because when I watched it again, it's pretty quiet. Last time it was pretty quiet. So my diode exploded, and it's still just dangling here. It's actually really funny. It's kind of cool to see the inside of a diode, or what's left of it. So, out of curiosity, anyone in the audience actually have any damage to their home from these tornadoes? I didn't in my house, but I'm telling you what, bunch of tornadoes around here. Got lucky. So it was bad. What looked crazy? Oh yes, take care of the children. Ow. Alright, I'm gonna fire this once. I don't actually have any gas, but I want to fire it. And then I'm going to adjust the timing. Uh-oh. See? What is up with that crazy thing? know. Stop it. That's okay. I blew that diode up. I guess that diode was helping quite a bit. So I should probably put one more diode on there, and I got some bigger ones. I'll just grab a bigger one. I really don't understand, but there's some high voltage feedback, really bad feedback going on in this setup, and everything's grounded right and stuff, so I don't know. But it's all good. Let's see if this helps. Much better. Suppression diodes, wonderful things. Well, I'm gonna hook up my vent tube so I don't blow my garage up. I'm afraid of working on the generator in here, to be honest with you guys, and that's because I have a heater on and I have hydrogen that could be building up in my garage, so yeah, you know, just a little bit of stuff to worry about. Okay. So, hydrogen is running. Took a little pressure to push this check valve open, the not homemade one. I'm going to stick my earplugs in and light this thing real quick. Well, I got quite a bit of viewers tonight. I'm pretty surprised, to be honest with you. Any of you out there that are watching this show and you can't see the chat or can't view it or whatever, if you go to the rwgresearch.com webpage and click on the Justin TV link, you can then sign in to the other chat room on that webpage. You have to click on the view full page, and then you can join chat there. There's obviously not 40 of you in the chat room, but there's quite a few of you in there. I'm really surprised. Geeky Gal's logged in there twice somehow. I'm in there like 3 times, twice. This is purely just testing. I'm gonna tune this. I can do that first. I really want these to stay open for a really long time. Well, I'm gonna fire this thing. We'll see if it lights. Okay, I'm gonna fire this thing. This here it goes. Oh, my piston just flew out of there. What the heck does that mean? Oh, crap. That's bad because I was afraid that my piston would get scratched up and dinged up and chipped, and that definitely smoked the concrete. Get my box back up here or something. Once it doesn't fall on my heater. Wow! So what the heck does that mean? Good stuff. Good gas I got. Good gas production. I'm gonna fire it again. Alright, firing this thing again. Hopefully it stays here. It's interesting, actually. There we go. Get me a measurement. 7 1/8. Try it again. Oh, gotta turn it on. Solenoid looks like it didn't come on. Oh, it didn't. That's what happened. My piston got pushed out. Aha. Okay. Now we're good. I had turned off my first output, and my solenoid here wasn't coming on. Now it'll do it. Now we're venting. Alright, cool. Okay, I'm going to make some timing adjustments really quickly. I love Pulsefire. It's all live programming. You click some buttons and turn some knobs on the GUI, and it goes. It's awesome. I want the cylinder to, there we go, fire real quick. Alright, here we go. Much faster now. It's almost, that's what I want. Alright, cool. Still acting funny with my triggering. Firing twice. Now I need to make sure the first two stay on longer. Pulse off count. Pulse on count almost all the way up. Firing again. Firing again. Firing again. And again. Okay, and again. You know, I bet I got my inputs messed up. External pin. Oh, that's it. Didn't fire at all that time. You know what? I'm gonna put a zip tie around that button. That darn thing shuts off every time. I could use that zip tie. Cut it off in the right spot. This is actually a cuff device. Builds up pressure for your cuff. You're supposed to check your pulse. Alright, so Fire Pinto and Hexar is both making those, Tony, but I don't think Hexar sold any or anything. Firing again. Alright, I'm adding a little extra oxygen, ambient air I should say, to the mixture. It sounds totally different. See, that went out 2 more inches farther. I think it has something to do with the expansion of the gases, as other people have mentioned in the comments. Three and a quarter versus if I turn that off, just purging the system a little bit. So this is just the HHO. It went out 9 3/4. I'm sorry, 8 3/4. So it went out 8 3/4. Fired again. Maybe. That's interesting. It's almost like the vapors kill this thing. Come on. Can the cord come off? I'm not real sure why we're not firing. I am curious if there's some water buildup in here though. Maybe a little residue. Oh, come on. Not really sure what that's all about. take my piston out and look at it. Not firing. That's odd. Hope I didn't burn that one up too. If I did, I'll be going to get the high voltage flyback. Oh, you know what? I didn't have that grounded. I keep forgetting that that has to be grounded for that to work. Alright, let's ground it. Now it'll work. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Well, that sucks. Hope I didn't burn that one up too. I can get the flyback transformer though. If I have to, I'll do it. Nothing can go right. If it does, we wouldn't be here. Well, it's sparking. Just not hitting the right frequency or something. Later on. Got something else wrong. Alright, we'll get it. Patience is the key. That diode is getting very hot. I wonder if I've got something a little messed up. I have a feeling I do. Let's disconnect this thing and see if it works any better. I don't really know what the problem would be there. Whatever. Huh. Okay. Interesting. My diode was killing my spark. The spark plug looks really oxidized. It's got some white stuff all over it. I'm not sure what that's all about. Diode needs to be cathode to positive. I got the line going to positive. Still can't remember which one's cathode and anode until I write it down. Okay, this might be pretty loud. Oh yeah. I think I got my earplugs in. Alright. Now let's add some extra air. A little bit quieter. Turn it up. Putting more extra ambient air into it. So you just get a little bitty poof. That's 80 right there. 80 mmHgs. Let's try 100. Still lighting. Let's try 120. It's still poofing. That's pretty cool. It just feels like a punch. Not really a whole lot of heat at all. So here's without ambient air. Getting louder by the minute. And here is with ambient air. I can't hear it. Now I'm going to put my pistons back on. My diode! Why was my diode? Somebody tell me what the heck's up with that. Hydrogen spin. Alright. Now that my pulse fire rapid fires, now that I have my diode unhooked, which I don't understand at all. It's hooked up the same way the other one was. It worked the whole time, so I don't know. Alright, pistons back in. Alright, I still got my extra ambient air. I'm real curious to see how this works. Curious to see how much, how far it came. Wow! Quite a bit less. It's at, or quite a bit more. At 5 and a 4 1/4. Even with that teeny tiny poof, it's pretty cool actually. Four and almost 15/16 there. Purge some of that air out. Whoa! Oh, I could, huh? I can totally I hope I don't have no SWAT. I would like to change Saturn's orbit. That would be nice. What if you leave the ruler in while you load with the gas? Nothing? Actually, I probably shouldn't do that because it'll probably ruin my piston. So that's with like a whole bunch of extra ambient air. I'm gonna lower it. I'm gonna lower it down to about half that. It was at 120. Let's go with 70. Purge it out a little bit here. Next, I'm going to use less hydrogen. I'm going to turn that down. I can make less. All right, let's fire it here. Had it off. Hold on. Okay. There you go. That is very interesting. So, twice as much, and I've only gained. Let's see, I'm doing half, and I gained. I lost half. I used half as much ambient air, and I gained on my piston. It's at 3 and 14/16. It's interesting. That's 4 and 3/4. 3 and 3/4. So I turn my ambient air off all the way. Purge the air out of it a little bit here. And we'll do just hydroxy gas. And I'll do it a couple more times. There's like 8. Do it again. That is interesting. That was at 5 there. Now it's 4 now. Quarter. That was 4 1/4. Tell you what, it sure is consistent. Now it's 3 3/4. But I'm not purging the system either, and I think that's making a big difference. Now it's 3 3/4. Even more inconsistent. I think I'm getting some water in there. Now it's not firing at all. I'm curious to see if there's some water in here. There is water in there. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. That's going to definitely change my results. I was afraid of that. Ha 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 ha. No, the chamber is not pressurized. I'm sure the piston doesn't charge. Hold on, I'll tell you. I am sure the piston does not move when I charge it because it has a low pressure on the other side of this inlet. This inlet is running backwards, and when this is running backwards, the pressure has to be forced through this valve, and this side's fully open, completely allowed to just release the energy because it's hooked up correctly. The reason I had to hook it up backwards was because in order to allow the pressure to stay in the chamber while I fire it, that one had to be pressure side in, which means I have to run it backwards. Just for your guys' sake, just to prove that that's accurate, until I get my clear tube anyway, I will set the piston in here, but not fire it. I mean my ruler. I'm going to set my ruler in here. I'm not going to fire it. I'm just going to fill it up. And we'll see if anything moves. Even if I turn the extra ambient air on. Yeah. Nothing moves. And the main reason I can tell you that's because of the way my valves are hooked up. That's my main reason. But I was accumulating a lot of water in there, which is a problem. Changes my test results. Wonder how high it can get before it quits firing. 120, 140, 160, and go 200. It's still fired. It's just extremely soft. That's really funny. Now it almost feels like the piston is moving out because I'm really forcing it. We'll find out here. I don't think it is, but it almost feels like it. Alright. No, it's not. It just, there's that much coming out of there. Cool. Fire it anyway. So there's like very little. That was a 7 1/4. I mean, I'm all the way up to, even if I max this out, 300. Fire it again. I didn't even hear anything. Let's go back up to 200. Guess if I turned it on, it would help bring it back to 300. Yeah. That's still fired. 280. It's still firing. It just sounds like a little bitty doop, doop. Alright, now I'm going to double check it. Now that I've got a whole bunch of extra air, let's see what's pushing my piston out now. Nope, still not. So even with a ton of extra pressure, it's still not pushing out. So there's no way it's going to do it under that low pressure. Let's check it. Interesting. 8. Okay, what are you guys talking about over here? I'm going to turn the hydrogen down. Be making less. Oh wow. It almost stopped. It did stop. What's up with that? Okay. It looks like I may get maybe getting some moisture in my line. The inside of my tube looks like it's kind of foggy, which means my water's probably pretty warm in here. It's still pretty cold. Actually, it's very cold. Huh. It's just hard. It's not even making like any. At 6 volt. I wonder if it's just not working. Turn it 12 volt low. Oh, there it goes. Must have had my switch set up wrong, maybe. No, it's just not making much. It's 12 volt low. It's only pulling like 6, 7, 8. It's not even pulling 10 amps. Who's leaving? Bye. Have a good night. What were we talking about? Moving the ruler. Yeah, but the ruler's just sitting in there. I think it would be fine.